Today I'm going to talk about the water interaction with the carbohydrate. So first of the reaction is the gelatinization. Native starch is insoluble in cold water and form a dispersion. So in cold water, the size, shape, and general integrity of the starch granules are unchanged. The suspended starch can be recovered through filtration. When starch is heated with water gradually at 1.5 degrees Celsius per minute, the physical changes of starch start to occur. Gelatinization occurs when there is a sudden increase in water absorption along with 100% increase in the volume of starch granules, which that temperature is called gelatinization temperature. This is due to the amylose of the starch is released, but amylopectin is still retained within the partially disrupted starch granules because of its branch structure. The cloudy opaque starch suspension turns into a partially transparent solution, results in an increase in solution viscosity. Gelatinized starch is used as a thickening agent for sauces and soaps. So the next reaction between the water and the carbohydrate is gelation. Gelation happens when the hot starch solution being cooled. There are two zones formed during the gelatinization, which are junction zones and interruption zones. Junction zones are formed when the change of the amylose molecule become hydrogen bonded along their length. Meanwhile, the interruption zones are formed when the polymer-polymer interactions become disrupted whenever amylose change encounter the partial unbroken granule. Three-dimensional gel network is formed due to the repeated breaking and reformation of the junction and interruption zones, which the network then aids in entrapping large amounts of water. Food gels contribute to water holding and texture. So the next interaction between the water and the carbohydrate is the retrogradation and stirring. Retrogradation is a process that the amylose and amylopectin start to reassociate within the starch gel, which normally happens when the moisture migration occurs. It can lead to slower stirring effect when occurs over a period of days, which the stirring is due to the amylopectin retrogradation within the starch granule ghost. Hence, it is the reason for the hardening of freshly cooked starch-based food with the time, such as the baked products. However, the freshly baked products normally increase in hardness within a few minutes of cooling is not due to the retrogradation of the amylopectin, but the gelation of the amylose. Retrogradation can increase the firmness of crumb, change the flavor and aroma, as well as changing the loose of crispness of the food. Butter and fatty acid can act as anti-stirring agent by modifying the gelation characteristics of the starch. So that's all for my lecture today. So we continue my lecture next time. Thank you.